Destination Declutterers. Hey, beginning of a new month, right? So I am curious. How did your last month go? Did you do things to move you forward? Oh, here, let me fix my camera around. Move towards the direction of being decluttered? Did you do things to get yourself more towards a life you want to live, that you're excited to live, versus just kind of being stuck? If not, much like last month, I want to offer this suggestion to you because it is so simple, yet it is so powerful, which is to keep track of the good stuff you do, right? Your brain wants to convince you that you're not making any progress, that you're not doing anything, and you should just give up. And, sometimes your brain can be a pain in the butt. Am I right? Am I right? But what I offer in my coaching, what I do myself personally, I am like Cy Sperling. I am not just a coach. I am a client of what I teach because it works, and that's why I teach it. It's all kind of it all works out. Keep track of, no matter how you do it, whether it's electronically on a list, keep a track of all the good stuff you've done. So when you feel like you're not making progress, you have evidence in front of you to do this. 2 ways I will recommend you do this. One is, as I did last month, is something like my pavers and potholes. So some of you took advantage of my generous offer last month to get a free copy of this PDF to put in the things you want to do on a daily basis, to remind you to do them on a daily basis, because those incremental things make a difference. And I'm going to share mine with you because, as I said, I do this myself. So here's mine. You don't have to see what I'm tracking, but some of it's boring stuff. A lot of it is just like, get 10,000 steps, drink a water, drink a water, drink a water. All sorts of little things that if I don't remind myself that that's important, I can get through the whole day and be like, oh my gosh, I didn't drink any water. Like, why do I feel like crap? Because I didn't drink any water. But every time, because I am tracking the good stuff I do, to give myself evidence that I'm doing the good stuff, and that it reminds me on a daily basis to show up and do these tiny little things that can make a huge difference, it reminds me to do them. And then when I pave the way, when I fill in the little blank, it makes me feel good because I've shown up and done a good thing for myself. The other thing that this will do, I will say too, is it also shows you where you're kind of potholing, and where you haven't done some of the things. So maybe, like, I see some potholes now that it's like, okay, there were certain days where certain things didn't happen. Let me examine that and maybe figure out why I am not doing that one. And if it is important to me, how can I this month recommit to creating fewer potholes in that area? So that is one way on the daily basis, however it works for you. Track the little things that you know would make a huge difference. I am telling you, decluttering, all you need to do, start today, put 20 minutes of decluttering on this thing every day. Set your timer for 20 minutes. Declutter for 20 minutes, just 20 minutes, every single day of the month. Holy free holies. By November 1st, your house is going to look so different. It's not even funny. 20 minutes a day changes your life, those little things, okay? The other way I also do this is in that kind of notion of a gratitude journal, or reminding yourself that you are making progress even then when you feel like you don't, is I have a notebook. I recommend this to my clients, and what I do is I call this like the evidence of what I'm doing, and it's what I call like I rock. Like, I rock. Look what I did today that was good for me moving ahead in the future, but also what good things happened to me today? What did I do today to make today awesome? Now I have this, again, it's written out. I do it paper-wise because I'm Gen X, so I'm half paper-oriented and half electronic. But I could also easily do this, on something like Trello or just anywhere that I could keep a list. So if I started feeling low and I listen to my backseat drivers, and my backseat drivers are like, "You're not making any progress. Nobody's doing this. Like, that's not working. You should just give up. Like, stop it. Stop. It's not going to work." I can, well, literally throw the book at them. I'm not going to throw the book at myself, but I can look in this book. I can look in this book and say, "Oh yeah, look at all this that I'm doing." Okay? Because beating myself up about it, that, "Oh, I'm not doing enough," does no good. But if I remind myself that, I did 40 minutes of coaching here, and then I went here and I did this and I did that, and 20 minutes of looking, setting up events, every little bit helps. And it helps for you to remind yourself of how much every little bit helps by tracking it in some method that works for you. So, beginning of the month. It's a new month. It's a new day. Try it. Just try it for like October. Why not? You won't do it every day. Like, you're not going to be perfect. The purpose is not to be perfect about it. The purpose is to show up more than you would have if you didn't remind yourself to do it lately, because it's so easy to forget some of these little tiny things. So don't say, "Oh, that's why I call it pavers and potholes." You hit a pothole, you say, "Yep, didn't do it yesterday, but today is a new day and I'm going to confirm to do it more often." So by doing this, you will show up more for yourself than if you just try to do it all up here. Okay? That's it for this week. I did have a wicked fun, webinar. Thanks for everybody who showed up to both of the ones that I did. And I still had people asking if I was going to do another one. So I'll send you information about that. Well, I could just tell you right now, it's going to be on Tuesday, October 11th. And I'm going to do it on Facebook Live because I realized it was kind of like when I was doing my Retro Roadmap Facebook Lives. Those were kind of fun too, and a lot easier for people to just tune in on Facebook to, just not have to register and all that. So I'm going to do that. It's going to be much of the some stuff that I went over with the stressless holidays type thing. But as anybody who showed up to these, the last webinars know that what I'm teaching is directly from the Destination Decluttered toolkit that I use while I'm coaching. And it totally applies to the holidays completely. That's why I'm doing that. But it also applies to any other project you're working on, whether it be decluttering or moving in the direction of life you want to go to. So, free webinar coming up on the 11th of October. I will send out like a linky thing about it. And yeah, track yourself. Show up for yourself every day. Do something good for yourself every day. And holy frickamole, it's going to make a difference. From where you're going, from where you are, there, I can't, the left-right thing is killing me today. There, it's going to help you get to there, all right? I'll see you next week.